Hey, what's going on, dudes? My name is Rex, and we're back with some more Fallout 4. I wanted to talk about a little bit about the survival mode here in Fallout, because I've been trying it out a little bit. Have been for the past 2 days now. So a little backstory first. So I started the game on hard difficulty, and the reason was, I wanted to have like a decent standard experience for my first try. I didn't want it to be too difficult. I didn't want it, and specifically it was because of this. You guys remember in Fallout, I think it was Vegas, when they added that hardcore thing. I'm not sure if the Fallout 3 had it, but like you had to drink water every so often or your character would get like dehydrated or something. See, when I was picking the difficulty, I remember that, and I was like, I don't think I want that to be my first Fallout experience, having to worry about drinking water. And by the way, they removed that. It at least it seems to me. But I played it in hard, and it was hard at first. You kind of get used to the game. You get used to the perks. You get used to the system, the weapons, everything. And at some point, it becomes easy. And for me, it happened when I was level 30 and started to realize that it was just, I had maybe like 1200 like pipe ammo. I had like 600 millimeters, 10 millimeter ammo on me. I was just killing everybody in like 2 or 3 shots. It got ridiculous when I realized how overpowered the gun nut perk was, and I upgraded my 10 millimeter handgun to the max, and I started like 2-shotting everybody. It got a little bit weird. Let's just say that. So I was like, hey, why not increase it to very hard? Let's see how hard it is. And for those of you who are not sure how the whole difficulty system works, like how it specifically changes the game. So on normal, the damage that you do is 100%. Right? You do 100% of your damage. The enemies also do 100% of the damage to you. When you upgrade it to hard, you deal less damage and the enemy does more damage to you. So it is kind of a little bit like Skyrim. So in hard, you do 25% more. No, you'll do 25% less damage to the enemy, and the enemy does 25% more damage to you. And then on very hard, it increases another 25%. So you deal 50% of your damage, and the enemy does an increased 50% damage to you. So you're doing 50% damage, the enemy is doing 150% damage to you. Right? Now, when you upgrade it to survival, which is the last difficulty, that doesn't change. The amount of damage that you're dealing and the amount of damage that you're receiving, as far as I understand it, stays the same. But what changes is, of course, we all know that more legendary enemies appear. But the interesting thing is, the healing factor of your stim packs and food, they do heal as much as they normally do, but they do it extremely slowly. It's almost as if you're being regenerated by like some out of combat regeneration or something. Like it's really, really, really slow. And that's what makes it so interesting, that whatever health you have in a battle, like that's more or less all you have, because the healing is so slow that, I mean, really, you're not gonna heal up. Like it's so slow that it might as well just not even have any healing. Sometimes, like let's not fool around here. Like, yeah, healing is very useful still, but defenses and health really do become extremely important. And it's funny because when I was playing on a hard, I was thinking to myself, you know what? There's this perk called Ladykiller. It gives you health, and I was thinking how useless the perk was, because you see, healing in Fallout, there is no such thing as an instant healing like there is in Skyrim with the potions. You click on a potion and it instantly gives you that amount of health, like automatically, right? That doesn't really happen here. You get a regeneration, and most of the time, if you cook something really awesome, like a Deathclaw steak, for example, it's gonna heal you for a lot more than you actually have in health. So for example, say that you have 100 health, the steak might heal you for like 185. So if you don't take any damage and you're about to die and you eat the steak, you are pretty much wasting 85 points of healing because you just don't have the health for it, right? It's healing you for way more than you need. But it's cool because if you get hit as the steak is healing you, the steak is compensating for that damage. right? So this, if the stick has already healed you for like 50 points of health, there's still like 135 points of health that you're gonna get healed for still, right? So if you get hit by 40 points, oh, that's a hard math for me to do, but let's say that you get hit for like 35 points, like there's still 100 points more that you're still gonna get healed for. So the extra healing works for you if you get hit as you're healing. So my point here is, I hope this is not too crazy, I don't know if I'm explaining myself correctly, but it's cool because if you get hit as you're healing, it is almost as if you had 185 health in the first place because of the way the healing works. So extra health, like getting perks that increases your health, are really useless as long as the healing is fast enough for you to not die in the middle of combat. So my whole perception of how the perk system, especially the healing and the health, changed as I went into survival mode, when the healing is so slow that is just not the case anymore, and you really, really do need the health. So a lot of things changed that I found very interesting, and I found that damage mitigation and health is extremely crucial in survival. It's been really, really fun that way, just kind of realizing how all the perks change in usefulness as you move along. Specifically, you know, everything that's healing. Medic, for example, it increases the amount of healing that your syringes do for you. It's to me, I felt like he was completely useless in the hard and very hard difficulty, because I mean, you already heal so much, and the food in this game, I already made a video about it, the food in Fallout 4 is so good and is so powerful that you honestly don't need stim packs. I honestly would only use the stim packs whenever my legs or arms or whatever would get crippled, and that's it. I would never ever use the stim packs for actual healing unless, again, I was crippled. There was just no use for it. But now that I'm playing in survival, the last perk for the medic perk, which is the 4th star, it makes it so that your healing is actually a lot faster. I'm not sure to what degree, but like suddenly that becomes crucial when you're posed with this situation of like you just can't heal in combat, right? So a lot of things have changed, and I wanted to just kind of go really quickly with my, I guess, impressions on the perks and which ones are the best ones, especially for survival, because it's been a mindfuck, just the whole change. Because honestly, when you're playing on hard, every perk is useful. It really doesn't matter what you do. I've been playing with the dog on hard, and I used the attack dog perk, where the dog like holds the guy in from the arm, and I was like, hey, this thing is actually pretty good. Like, it allows me to, like, it takes someone away from combat. So, you know, there's one less guy that's actually shooting at me, and if I want to kill the guy, then it's just a lot easier, right? Because my dog is holding it. But now that I'm playing in survival, it's like, honestly, the dog is just not that good in survival, because he'll just go in, get killed, and then what? You know, like, now I'm just useless. Now that my partner's useless, might as well either not have a partner, get my Lone Wanderer perk, or get someone who can stay safe from behind and just, you know, get me some damage in there, right? So in hard, you don't really have to worry about anything, really, as far as perks is concerned, but on fucking survival, it gets super interesting. So let's go around through the perk system and see which ones are really cool. Now, the one thing that I'll tell you guys is the gun knot perk is by far the most overpowered shit in the world, and I'm not sure I'm not sure what you guys think about it, but the difference between having a normally upgraded 10mm handgun and having the max upgraded 10mm handgun, like, it's literally night and day. Like, my gun goes from dealing 50 points of damage per shot to like 80 points of damage per shot, shooting almost as fast as a freaking automatic gun, because it's like, I mean, it shoots. Sometimes I feel like it's shooting faster than I can pull the freaking mouse click. It's ridiculous. Really, really fast. 80 points of damage plus per hit. I have like a freaking drum magazine, so the bullets just never end. I can even put a silencer on it. Doesn't make a difference. The gun is extremely overpowered. And see, when it comes down to the other guns, I guess it's not as impressive because the pipe guns are honestly straight up garbage. The 45 caliber gun that you get, because you see, that's the thing. I'm using pistols, right? And I leveled the pistol, so I'm not sure how everything kind of works around with rifles. So, you know, excuse my ignorance in that factor. I'm sure that you can get some crazy mileage out of the gun not perk from the rifles, but what I can tell you guaranteed is that for the handguns it is amazing, especially for the 10mm. But anyways, back on track. The 45 caliber handgun is a piece of garbage. That's the revolver, the pipe revolver. It's complete garbage because at least with the freaking pipe pistol you can, yeah, I guess you can just upgrade it to do as much damage as possible and to have a decent fire rate. So all you have to do is just freaking spam, you know? You get so many pipe bullets, like it's not even, you don't even have to worry about it. So all you have to do is just shoot as much as you can, almost like an automatic rifle, and I'm assuming you'll do some damage with it, right? So, but anyways, it allows you to do that because you need the gun not perk to change your pipe revolver into a normal pipe gun, or I guess vice versa. You can turn a normal pipe gun to use 45 caliber ammo to make it shoot faster, but still do the 45 caliber damage, which is attributed to the revolver. So I don't know if I'm making any sense. The gun not perk is amazing. Trust me on it, especially for the 10mm. It's crucial. I already talked about the medic, how the medic is amazing. If you want to survive in the fucking wasteland, go lock. And this is something that I've seen a lot of forums talk about. A lot of people have been talking about this. Lock is the most overpowered special perk line in the game. Why that is, you might ask? Well, the thing about survival is you need ammo. And this is from my perspective as a handgun user, as a dirty handgun user. 10mm, it's the way to go, as I have very well mentioned before. But the thing about the 10mm ammo is that it's not that common. I believe you can buy it for like 5 caps each. So it's very expensive. It's a very expensive ammo. So compared to the pipe ammo I think you can buy for like 2 caps each. So this is more than double the price, right? So it's very powerful, but very scarce and expensive. So getting the perk Scrounger just to get more ammo, it's amazing. I wouldn't necessarily suggest spending too much on it, because I mean, there's so many perks that are good in this game. But again, amazing, right? It's still pretty good. Bloody Mess increases your damage by 15% when you get the 3 stars. That's incredible. Mysterious Stranger is, I mean, we all know how amazing he is. Idiot Savant, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it because there's so many really good, interesting, awesome, spectacular perks in the intelligence tree. I mean, we were talking about Gun Nut and we talked about Medic. Those are all intelligence-based. Science does kind of the same thing as Gun Nut, except for the laser guns, so it's really good as well. Like being able to improve your laser guns to the max, it's incredible. So I wouldn't recommend Idiot Savant, honestly. Don't waste any perks on it. It's amazing, it really is. It's just, there's so many good intelligence-based perks that I don't think you're gonna get a good mileage out of that. Better criticals, it's amazing. I don't even have to go through the rest of them. Like, they're all amazing. Critical Banker, you can save your criticals. It's ridiculous. Grim Reaper is like the most overpowered piece of shit ever. 4-Lift Clover, feeling lucky. Every hit in bats has a chance of filling your critical meter. That's insane. And then Ricochet, I mean, that's a joke. It's so amazing. Everything in Lock is the best thing ever. So definitely like max out your lock as soon as possible. If you want to start with 10 lock, like, you have my blessing. It is ridiculously good. As far as agility, I'm extremely disappointed. See, I came from the Fallout 3 and Vegas crowd where I was like, oh, agility is going to increase all my bullet damage, or I guess small arms damage, I think is what they call the small guns damage. Is what they called it in Fallout 3. I'm like, okay, so agility used to be good, right? So I'm gonna put like, I think I started with like 7 points in agility from the start. I haven't used a single goddamn point in this goddamn tree. Obviously I used Gunslinger, which is the pistol, but that's like, you only need 1 agility to get that. Everything else I haven't found to be that useful. Automatic weapons, I feel like it's just a waste of bullets, especially in survival. I guess, see, it might be good to like use those extra, like maybe, I don't know if you can use, yeah, you can definitely use the pipe bullets over there, like automatic pipe bullets. I think they use 308. I think that's the pipe bullet. But it might be good for that. It might be even good for the 45, like if you want to use some machine guns and stuff. But it's just a waste of bullets. Might as well just save the money to buy like actual 10mm ammo rather than use that. But I mean, to each its own. I don't know. I just haven't had any good. I guess if you want to go the sneaking route, then sneak is actually really good. I've heard amazing things about it. If I was going lone wanderer, like by myself without a partner, then I would definitely go sneaking, and then it would be good. Action Boy, a lot of people say it's fantastic. It does the 25% faster action point regeneration, and then the second star is 50%. I've heard some really good things about it. I've never had the need to use it. I feel like my action points regenerate really fast as it is. Plus, I really do like having my mobility when I'm fighting, so VATS it's like a sweet sour thing for me. The other stuff is not really that useful. I guess Ninja if you're gonna go melee, but I wouldn't even use it for range. I don't think it's that necessary. So, really bad, I don't know, agility, I think they're just, see, it's not that they're bad. I mean, Sneak is good, automatic rifles can totally be used if you want to go that route. Auction Boy is amazing. Ninja is really good. It's just, I feel like there's better stuff. Like, it's all good stuff, it's just they're better, you know, especially if you're going to spend so much in luck. Man, you're going to spend all your points in luck, like nothing's going to seem as good as that. Intelligence, we already talked about. Medic, we talked about. Gun Nut, amazing things. Hacker is not, I played the whole game without it. I don't like it at all. I hate hacking in Fallout. I just, might as well just get like Nick Valentine and have him unhack things for you, or I guess hack things for you, I should say. Otherwise, not that useful. Nothing else in there I find particularly useful outside of science. Nerd Rage is probably really good, but you require 10 intelligence, and that's just too much. Might as well just invest your special points elsewhere. I feel like it's not worth it. Charisma is the other one that I feel like is pretty useless as well. I mean, if you want to roleplay, it really depends. I don't know if I'm doing this little review too well. Because it really depends on what you want to do. Lone Wanderer is amazing. If you don't want to have any companions, I believe it's like 30% less damage. Your carry weight increases by like 100, I think. Or is it 150? One of those two. And then you deal, I think the last star is you deal an extra like 25% damage, which is crazy. It's amazing. So that's totally doable. If you're playing as a girl, by the way, Ladykiller, I guess it would be Boy Killer if you're a girl, because it reverses the gender. So you do like an extra, it's like what, like 15% extra damage in combat against males. If you're a girl, you need to use that. Or if you're playing as a girl, like it's because most characters in Fallout are guys, and if you do 15% extra damage to all of them, that's insane. But specifically is, if you like the whole dialogue system, like if you're improving charisma because you want to be able to be good at dialogues, then fucking get Boy Killer. I mean, you're gonna get that bonus too with pretty much everyone. You're gonna be able to do whatever you want in this game, pretty much. So that's amazing. Attack Dog, I didn't really find it to be that useful. The only thing in there that I feel like is really good, I mean, people have been saying that Intimidation is amazing and Wasteland Whisperer is amazing because you can like pacify animals. I'm pretty sure it is. I just don't think I haven't found. I'm the type of mind where like, yeah, I can pacify people or I can just kill them and get the experience, and then get their ammo too. Like, I feel like it's better to just make it easier for you to kill everyone instead of finding ways to avoid combat. Although I did hear of this one build where people go 10 charisma, 10 luck, and then just do this like pacifist way of playing the game, which is totally doable, and I respect that completely, 100%. But playing the game normally, like killing people and stuff, might as well just become stronger rather than trying to avoid your way, avoiding combat. I feel like, so, meh, pretty meh. Endurance is amazing. Everything in there is fantastic. As I said, Life Giver is amazing. Toughness is ridiculous. Everything in there is great. Solar powered is like really, really good. If you get the last star in solar powered, which is the level 10 endurance thing, you actually regenerate radiation as you're walking around in sunlight, which is crazy. Perception, I'm gonna cut this short. Perception it's pretty good because of Locksmith. You need Locksmith. If you're playing the game without Locksmith, you're doing it wrong. You're missing out on so much. If you go Rifleman, of course, you need that Perception. The last perk is amazing. Concentrated Fire. Your accuracy becomes better the more you VATS into one specific limb. So that's incredible. But you could probably just put, like, I guess 4 points into Perception. Just get the Lockpick and Rifleman and just get away from the Perception tree. That's perfectly fine too. Nothing in there is, you know, that needed. And Strength, again, probably the worst. I think it's as bad as Agility, to be honest, which is weird. Like, as an RPG fan, not putting any points into Strength or Agility and being, like, an offensive character is, like, makes no sense at all. I guess if you're doing a mage, it makes sense. But in this case, you're not, and it makes no sense. But nothing in Strength is good. Honestly, it's like, it's probably even worse than Agility, because I can be like, all right, Sneaking is good, you know, I can find some of these perks that are actually good. Gunslinger is good, automatic weapons are good, Action Boy are good, whatever. But in Strength, there's absolutely nothing I would get. See, I would maybe get Strong back to have more carry weight, but even that is not that much needed. So Armor is fantastic, but you can play the game without it. If you're playing on Survival, I guess you maybe need it a little bit, but that's only level 3 Strength, so nothing else is even remotely worth it. Anyways, that's just my experience with Survival. It's been very difficult. I found that you should worry more about how much damage you're dealing rather than how much you're taking. I mean, you need to get Life Giver and Toughness, like you have to, because there's just no other way around it. I've been having a really hard time finding, like, good armor in the game, like armor that's actually worthwhile. So it seems like every type of passive damage mitigation that you can find, you know, whether that is by drugs or by perks or anything, you definitely need to get. See, I'm level 36 with this character. I don't know what level. What level are you guys? I'm interested in knowing. But I'm level 36, and I was fighting this MrRhexx or whatever. He was a legendary dude, and he slapped me for like 99% of my HP. and I have the 4 mitigations, and I have the Life Giver perk. I mean, the 4 ranks in toughness, and I have the Life Giver maxed out. And I was using the Mysterious Serum, and it freaking got me to 1% HP, and I'm sitting there like, what the flying fuck, dude? So you need this mitigation, or you're just gonna get one-shotted. Like, there's just no way around it. So, but other than that, focus on damage, as much fucking damage as you can get. Get like 3 ranks in Bloody Mess. Get your Gunslinger or Rifleman to max. Dude, I don't fucking know. Like, if you're a girl, do Boy Killer. Do anything you gotta do. Just get that damage up, because that's where Survival gets you. It's not the slowness of your healing. It's not how much damage you're taking. What really kills you is the sponginess of the enemy. They become bullet sponges. You just can't fucking kill them because they have so much fucking HP and you're not doing any fucking damage, right? So get that. That would be like the thing that I would tell you to do the most. If you're doing pistols, do 10mm, upgrade that shit with gun nod. I mean, Jesus Christ. I'll do a real video later on, like, how to really do it, I guess a more edited version. This was just me rambling on my thoughts on this. So think of this as like a first impression on Survival. And, you know, I guess just wait before I do a real video on this. But yeah, I'll maybe in, like, I don't know, a month or two, when I really get a nail for the nail, that's not even a saying. when I nail down this game hardcore, I'll give you guys an actual good guide, like what weapons to get early on, what armors to get, you know, what quest lines to do first just to get that really good special weapon, and what perks to make, you know, how to start your special, all of that. I'll make sure to do a really good video on this because I feel like it's an interesting topic to do, and it's hard, man. It's really hard. It's relentless. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this random video, me just talking. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.